We are back, House of Pain wrestling fans, with episode 16 of House of Pain TV. Coming up a little later on, we have a middleweight title match. In our feature match, we have an exclusive interview with one of the best athletes House of Pain has ever seen. We are talking about, of course, Bendigo, and we will be joined by Big Papa Goose Troy, two men that don't get along, used to be good friends, but not anymore. We'll see what they have to say, but until then, we're going to head to Beeston and check out the aforementioned Bendigo going one-on-one with everybody's favourite Mohawk wrestler, Garrett G Wiz Bond. Check it out. We are live here in Beeston this afternoon in our main event for what should be an epic battle between two of the most athletically gifted wrestlers on the House of Pain roster. The main event spectacle, Bendigo and second generation star Garrett G Wiz Bond. And we're starting off hot as Bendigo misses a clothesline. G Wiz leapfrogs over, ducks down. And an amazing avoid there by Bendigo. Head springing off of Garrett G Wiz Bond's back and landing on his feet with absolute ease. No one said he wasn't talented. House of Pain fans, it's just maybe his personality and the company he keeps that let him down. There you see, avoiding Garrett with a big backwards roll, avoiding a back suplex and then taking him down with a kick to the leg and keeping the pressure on here. Keeping the second generation star down. He knows Garrett G Wiz Bond is dangerous on his feet. Pure power and athleticism to match. As Bendigo keeps the heat on. G Wiz right now keeping him down again. Lining him up for something. Maybe a high impact move. Nope. Another head spring off the back. Showing off. Taking his eye off the ball. Typical Bendigo, and Garrett G Wiz Bond responds with a big backdrop, sending Bendigo into the lights. He almost hit the ceiling on that one. As he whips Bendigo back to the corner, and up and over by G Wiz, and follows up with another huge backdrop. If Bendigo's not careful, he's going to be going through the ceiling. Here you see G Wiz mocking Bendigo after Bendigo was trying to show off. Meets a backdrop attempt with a kick and another big backdrop up in the sky, crashing down. Pure impact on those landings by Bendigo. As you see the very popular G Wiz getting the crowd going, stomping his foot, lining him up for that big knee, but Bendigo avoids it. Drops down, nips up and gets met with a big flapjack. You see Bendigo withering in pain, falling out of the ring. Probably the best thing he could have done. He might have lost if he had stayed in the ring there, but he knew he was in trouble, so he rolled out of the ring. And oh no. No high impact move can compare to the embarrassment and the shame of you messing with Bendigo's hair. I guarantee you this hurts more than any move he's taken in this match so far. We'll be back, ladies and gentlemen, in just a few moments. We're back, fans, and G Wiz firmly still in control as you see him bringing Bendigo in the hard way, as they say, over the top rope with a massive crash landing. Another one on Bendigo's part. He's not having a very good day in this match as you see him jump over G Wiz. No, catches his head, sends him straight in to the middle buckle, crashing head first. An amazing move by Bendigo. As we've said, as he follows up with a big leg drop, famous style, to the back of the head, sending the second generation star G Wiz down to the canvas. And G Wiz kicks out with authority. You see Bendigo clutching his precious hair in amazement that G Wiz was able to kick out of that. As we said before, Bendigo, you know, he does have his fans. It's not his wrestling ability that lets him down. It's his attitude and the company he keeps, as you see on the outside of the ring. All 4 members of Pro Team, Big Papa Goose Troy, the Pro Team Brandon Brooks, Mr. Number 1 Niall Hines, and the Pro Queen JJ. As once again you see Bendigo taking his time, trying to mock G Wiz, and he gets met with a knee to the face and a big headbutt, which sends both men crashing down. Both men on the mat. Let's see who can make it to their feet first. That headbutt seems to take it out of both men. Maybe G Wiz underestimated the hard physique of Bendigo. He is in tremendous shape to go along with his great athleticism. As you see Bendigo pulling himself up in the corner, meeting G Wiz with a boot to the face, up to the second rope as he jumps and gets met with a reverse atomic drop. As G Wiz follows up with some jabs, lines him up for a big left hand, putting Bendigo down. Here comes G Wiz full steam ahead, jumping forearm in the corner, sends Bendigo over to the other side with another leaping forearm. Bendigo reverses, takes him down with a drop toe hold, comes off the ropes and gets caught with a big spine buster, front spine buster by G Wiz. You see he's looking at the crowd, he's saying he's going to put him away right now. Maybe he's going to line him up for that running knee he went for earlier, but no, he lifts him up on his shoulders, going for a TKO as Bendigo spins out and nails him with a bulldog style DDT, face first. And G Wiz survives. G Wiz kicks out, and once again you see Bendigo clutching his head in amazement. If he just got that out of his head and learned to follow up on his offense, as you see him jump into the second and a beautiful dive over the top rope, going through G Wiz, and once again, instead of following up, focusing on the audience, making sure they know that he thinks he's the main event spectacle. Once again, taking his time, giving G Wiz recovery time. I hope this doesn't backfire on him as he springs to the top rope with a big forearm, sending G Wiz down to the mat. He might have had him. He might have had him if he had gone for the pin there. But he's looking to go up again, as you see Pro Team shouting at Bendigo. Bendigo and Pro Team have not been faring well together as of late. As he goes for a swanton and misses. Another big landing from the skies on Bendigo's lower back as he gets pulled up, span out, big TKO. Garrett G Wiz Bond might have this match in the bag, but he has opted not to go for the pin as now he goes up to the second rope. You hear the fans in anticipation. He's changed his mind, he's going up to the top rope. Massive elbow drop. And Bendigo surprisingly kicks out. No, he doesn't. He did kick out. But Troy didn't have much faith in his teammate. He pulled referee Kevin Redmond out of the ring. As we said, Bendigo and Pro Team have been having some problems as of late. And that is one of them. Troy thinking he knows best. Bendigo did in fact kick out and survive that elbow drop. As you can see, he rolled up Garrett G Wiz Bond, but the referee's still outside the ring. Again, he might have had him there as he meets G Wiz with a big knee to the face. He might have beaten the second generation star on that one, but Pro Team distracting the referee unintentionally, or maybe intentionally, who knows. As Garrett G Wiz Bond secures a roll-up of his own, Bendigo kicks out. This match has been hard fought as Bendigo goes for a flying kick, misses. G Wiz misses, catches Bendigo as he springs off the second rope. Great power considering how far into the match we are. Bendigo pushes G Wiz into the corner, gets sent rolling back. G Wiz rolls, flying knee. He's put many people away with that, and he takes the win. Garrett G Wiz Bond takes the win here in Beeston. Welcome back, House of Pain fans. This is episode 16 of House of Pain Wrestling, and this exclusive interview might get just a little bit heated because joining us is not only the former House of Pain heavyweight champion, Big Papa Goose Troy, leader of Pro Team, but also one of the greatest athletes House of Pain has ever seen, formerly of Pro Team, the main spectacle Bendigo. Gentlemen, how are you today? Starting with yourself, Big Papa Goose.
No, it's nice to see the favouritism coming on straight into the interview. No, I mean, of course, I stayed on top for 9 to 10 months, but no, apparently he's one of the greatest athletes that anybody's ever seen. Not doubting that he is good, just saying. Maybe a little bit favouritism to start off the interview, but used to that by now.
I did ask how you were first, regardless. How are you, Bendigo?
I'm absolutely grand. We'll just let
how he's feeling. He's feeling very good at the moment, isn't he? Because he gets to actually get some views on his clip, because it's me in it as well.
Keep yapping, Troy. Keep yapping. It's all you seem to do.
Right.
Come on.
Well, now we've passed that. We have literally just seen, Bendigo, your amazing main event match against Garrett G Wiz Bond from this past February. I think it's safe to say that the ending of that match may have been the straw that broke the camel's back in regards to you and Pro Team, and you splitting from Pro Team and seeing the light, as House of Pain fans have put it. We've seen a lot of actions from you since then against Pro Team, but we haven't actually heard, your views. So the platform is yours now, sir. What have you got on your mind?
Yeah,
I'll tell you how he's generally thinking about this. Right, okay, so this match, you've just seen this match. Don't get me wrong, very good match. He gets into a beautiful position, puts him down, big move. We're telling him, this is how you win a match. Go for the pin, go for a submission even if you like, but try to win the match. But instead, he goes, does something stupid, and instead of blaming himself, he blames us. Is that, that's about sums it up, I feel.
Are you done now? Are you done? Because the question was aimed at me, Troy. I'm not sure if you get that in your head.
You've shown that you're not very good at thinking for yourself, so I'm going to do that.
Not always about you, okay? Question aimed at me. Just seen my match, okay? So you can't accept sometimes. I just wanted to throw out a big thank you to Garrett G Wiz Bond. Yeah. Absolutely awesome match, okay? I'm just a bit gutted that I came up a little short. Now, I put the blame...
Not for the first time.
I put the blame a little bit on myself.
Let's calm down. Let's calm down, gentlemen, okay? Don't speak at once. In regards to that, okay, you've broken away from Pro Team. You obviously know that former middleweight champion Mark Lasek has wrapped up his time in wrestling, and we're about to see his final match against Danny Chase, where he unfortunately lost the middleweight title. Do you see that in your future in regards to maybe having the absolute legend Danny Chase in your eyesight and going after that middleweight title?
I'll go for it twice in the past. He's had himself a title shot.
Are you able to beat this guy?
Ben and House of Pain fans, we have officially muted Big Papa Goose Troy. Obviously, he doesn't know because he's still talking, but we don't have to listen to him anymore. So, Bendigo, question. Okay,
I mean,
is that something?
Yeah, first of all, Mark Lasek, what a performer. I mean, I'm absolutely gutted that I never got the opportunity to step foot in the ring with him, first and foremost. I mean, it would have been a great opportunity. And I want to test myself against some of the very, very best. And I believe that he genuinely was one of the very, very best that House of Pain had to offer. Now, in terms of the middleweight title, yeah, I mean, absolutely. It's something that I'd love to aim for and love to achieve. But to be honest, I need to work my way up there. I've spent a long time being squished down by Protein, squished down by a leader like Goose over there. You know, I feel like I've got to earn my stripes here at House of Pain. I've got to get back on that horse and I've got to go for it again. I mean, you can just see he's still mouthing off in that corner. I mean, you try planning to be a team with this guy. I mean,
no surprise to anyone. Goose is still yapping.
I mean, like, to be fair to him, he's a good athlete. He's relatively smart. Okay, we managed to get a #1 contendership match for the tag titles. We lost, but you know, we got there. But man alive, I feel fresh. I feel fresh now. I feel ready to go.
That's great to hear. I'm sure House of Pain wrestling fans are looking forward to seeing what you can do once we're back filming shows and out in front of live crowds. I'm sure you've got a lot of bones to pick with not just Big Papa Goose Troy, but also Mr. #1 Niall Hind and Brandon Brooks. Maybe even JJ, okay, the rest of Pro Team.
If I got to go through them first,
yeah,
I'll go through them.
Absolutely. We are going to unmute Big Papa Goose now. But just to wrap up the interview, I'm sure in his mind he's said enough. Okay, so Bendigo, it's been absolutely fantastic having you on this week. As I said, I'm sure House of Pain fans are looking forward to seeing what you can do. And if we bring Troy back into the interview. Troy,
Who would like to unmute you? Sorry,
no,
what was this? I've just made 1,001 good points about. Go on. What are you going to say?
Must have been a technical fault there. Either way, Big Papa Goose, thank you for joining us this week.
Sorry, where are my questions? What do you want to ask me? You brought me on for a reason, didn't you? No? All right, okay.
Well, you've just talked for a good solid 5 minutes. I'm sure House of Pain fans have heard enough from you.
I'm sure they've learned plenty.
So thank you, gentlemen, for joining us this week. We look forward to seeing what both of you can produce when we are back filming shows in front of live crowds. Thank you very much. House of Pain fans, stay tuned for Mark Lasek defending the middleweight title against the absolute legend Danny Chase from our last show in Beeston on the mat.
Get ready, Troy. Get ready.
Thank you, gentlemen. Some heated words between Big Papa Goose Troy and Bendigo there, and you saw the highlight video, the Pinfall Wizard TJD looking to get back in the action as soon as possible and hunt for that House of Pain Full Throttle title. Now, as I said earlier, we have the middleweight title on the line in our feature match as Mark Lasek defends the belt against the absolute legend Danny Chase. Let's go to the action. It is main event time here in Beeston this afternoon. Big fight atmosphere as the middleweight title is on the line. You see Danny Chase looking to make it a Triple Crown win. It's going to be a lot harder than just taking the belt off of the referee.
He's a former heavyweight champion and the current reigning, defending, undisputed middleweight champion, Mark Lasek!
And there you see the proud champion raising up his title, waving it in the face of the challenger. This match should be incredibly hard hitting, incredibly hard fought. These two men over the last 10 years have met countless times in different forms with different things on the line. As you see Mark Lasek wanting a nice sporting contest, and the handshake being kicked away by the ever cocky absolute legend Danny Chase. See the fans, they're ready to rock and roll as far as this match is concerned. These men know each other very well. As you see Mark Lasek securing the arm, jacking it a few times and putting on an arm bar, trying to wear down Danny Chase's arm and shoulder. Tremendous technician is Mark Lasek to go along with that incredible high flying ability, and Danny Chase no slouch in the technical department, securing a headlock takedown, but getting taken with a head scissors, kicking out and backing off to the ropes. Typical Danny Chase, complaining about a hair pull. I don't think Danny has that much hair to actually pull. As you see, Mark Lasek going for a waistlock, spinning and going for a back suplex, but Danny Chase managed to slip out and once again backing off to the ropes, showing he knows how dangerous Lasek is after all of their past confrontations. As he shoots a waistlock of his own now, Mark blocking with his foot into his own waistlock, taking him down, spinning on his back. Looking for Danny Chase to show him something, as if to say, hey, you're challenging me, come on, show me what you got. You want my belt? Bring it. You see Danny Chase complaining once again to the referee in typical absolute legend style. This match has got off to a very cautious start. Some hold for hold wrestling. Danny Chase getting pushed to the buckle, landing on his shoulders and now running away again. Okay, rolling outside the ring. Can't seem to get any momentum going in this match so far. Maybe he needs to roll out and think about his game plan. He's pulled a kid off the front row as he takes a seat, taking a rest. Hasn't actually used that much energy yet. Surprising that he needs a rest. But maybe this is just mind games trying to get into the head of Mark Lasek. Maybe this is his game plan, trying to frustrate the current champion. I don't think Mark's going to fall for that though. You see another lock up, Danny Chase securing the arm this time. Okay, Lasek reversing into his own wrist lock and taking him over with a beautiful Northern Lights takeover, securing the arm again. I think at this point, if this match was scored on points, Mark Lasek would be way ahead as Danny pushes him off the ropes. Mark misses with a clothesline but connects with a beautiful drop kick, sending Danny Chase down to the mat, rolling to the apron, but this time Mark will not let him go to the floor and get that recovery time as he pulls him through the ropes. He's going for that big springboard back senton. But he puts the brakes on. He saw Danny Chase moving. A classic example of these two men knowing each other very well, like the back of their hands. As you see Mark chasing Danny around the ring, connecting right in the jaw with a high impact forearm and another one. It's gone from the mat to the outside pretty quickly in this match, ladies and gentlemen, as Lasek is still in firm control, bouncing Danny Chase's head off the ring apron all the way around the ring as he now borrows the same chair that Danny Chase took a rest on, puts him down, keeps him there with a big forearm. Seems to be getting a run up. What's he going to go for? Full steam ahead, but Danny Chase moves and sends Lasek crashing into the ring post face first. You see Lasek down. Let's see what he can do after this. Can he recover? We'll be back in a few moments, House of Pain fans. We're back with this middleweight title match in the main event here at Beast, and Danny Chase has taken firm control of this match since he sent Mark Lasek crashing face first into the ring post. Been working over his neck as he goes to finish him off with his big pile driver, but Mark Lasek responds with a big backdrop. If he had got hit with that pile driver, that would be all she wrote. No one has kicked out of Danny Chase's pile driver. Mark Lasek responds with a big clothesline and another one, bouncing Danny Chase all over the ring. Big running forearm in the corner, sends him over to the other side. Full steam ahead and a butt to the face. That's all you can call it. Mark Lasek, another full steam ahead and a brutal upside down senton splash in the corner. Sends Danny Chase over to the other side again and follows up with a midsection crossbody. Blocks a punch and retaliates with another big forearm. Danny Chase's chin and jawline must be sore as hell right now. Mark Lasek off the top, going for the floater. Big crossbody off the top. And Danny Chase survives. Mark Lasek, without a doubt, one of the most beautiful top rope crossbodies off the top that he calls the floater. Not many people kick out of it, but Danny Chase is still fighting as he hooks up a suplex and dangles him over that top rope. Everyone knows what this means as he clubs him in the back. He's going for that springboard senton. Some people call it the coffin drop. As you see the athleticism of Mark springing in one jump to the top rope and diving backwards, colliding with Danny Chase's head as he handsprings, going for the cut. No, he gets caught on Danny Chase's shoulders. Sit down powerbomb for the middleweight title, but Mark Lasek kicks out. He will not give up the belt that easily. Danny Chase, you can see it in his face, frustrated. He thought that was it. Beautiful counter by the absolute legend. But the current middleweight champion, Mark Lasek, will not go down without a fight. As you see Danny Chase once again going for that pile driver, but Mark Lasek standing up. Danny Chase lands behind, a switch by Lasek, a cheap elbow, gets caught coming off the second, twisting back suplex on the absolute legend, and another kick out. It seems the challenger won't go down without a fight either. These two men, a world of experience between the two of them, matching each other, hold for hold, move for move. Who will keep the other one down? Who will get that winning shot? As you see Danny Chase clutching onto the middle rope. I think he's got some sort of object in his hand as he goes to punch Lasek, but Lasek gets it out of his hand. The referee, oh, he's missed that low blow. Danny Chase has rolled up Lasek for the middleweight title, but Lasek kicks out. Very cunning, some would say very smart tactics by the absolute legend there. Diverting the attention of the referee and trying to steal the win in this otherwise hard-fought middleweight title match. Again, typical Danny Chase with those kind of antics. Going for a waistlock move of some sort, and Lasek returning the favour with a low blow on the absolute legend. Hooks him for a reverse DT, lifts him, sits out with it. All high impact. And Chase kicks out again. Now you see the shock on the champion's face. He thought that was it. He has put many wrestlers away with that elevated reverse DDT. But after a moment of shock, he will not lose his game plan. He's going to go for it again. Danny Chase lands behind. Lasek lands behind, pushes Chase off the ropes. Hooks. That rock bottom, but gets met with a big boot to the face. And Lasek returns with a boot of his own. Oh! Both men going for a kick. And the raising of their legs seem to put their nether regions in a slightly different position. An accidental or an intentional double low blow there by both competitors. And both are now down, lying on the mat in pain. Let's see who can get back to their feet and capitalise on that. Well, I'd like to call it a mistake. Now both men on their knees, trading blows, trading forearms. We already mentioned Danny Chase's jawline must be in bits after the impactful forearms and boots of Mark Lasek already in this match. But Danny Chase seems to have come out on top here. Big charge off the ropes. Gets met with a big super kick by Lasek. Again, straight to the jaw. Crossbody in the corner to the midsection. And another one. You see the speed that Lasek is going with. He is all fired up, looking to retain his middleweight title. 3 in a row. Hangs him out to dry on the top rope again. Once again, maybe going for that senton, that springboard backwards senton. This one will have far more impact than the last as he jumps backwards, but he misses. Danny Chase over the top and lands on him with a double foot stomp with all of his weight straight to the heart. Pile driver! Danny Chase's pile driver, and Danny Chase has defeated Mark Lasek and become the middleweight champion here in Beeston, the first man in House of Pain history to hold all 3 singles titles. The absolute legend, Danny Chase. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have a new House of Pain middleweight champion in the absolute legend Danny Chase, making him the first man ever to win all the titles right here, singles titles right here in House of Pain. Will he now go after the House of Pain tag team titles? We'll have to ask him that. Until then, that's all we've got time for this week. Everybody stay safe and enjoy the rest of your week. We'll see you then.